Shabbat Shalom, family. It is Mama Sia
and Papa Sia
here with Get Your Life Lesson. Okay, today's lesson is going to really come from a personal place. Usually all of them come from a personal place when I'm talking about it, but last week I had something happen. A friend of mine called me to tell me that one of my relatives had put something on her Facebook page that she had taken from my daughter. Now, I know my daughter didn't give her this because we really don't have anything to do with these relatives because they're hurtful. They always they seem to always put me down, especially since I came into this new wisdom, this new revelation of who I really was. And since then, they have labeled me as being crazy. Okay, you go ahead and label me as being crazy, but we're gonna see who the crazy one is in the end. Okay, and if it's me, may Yah have mercy on my soul. But He knew what my heart was. But I'm just trying to follow the dictates of the word. Now, for a long time, I took y'all word for what was in this word. And then when trauma hit my life, I decided that I couldn't depend on you no more to give me the word. I need to go to Yah for my own understanding because I was in a place that you couldn't possibly understand. I was in such a dark and devastated place. I needed to go to Yah myself. I could not put my life in nobody else's hands. And so when I began to read this word, I began to see things a little bit differently and began to ask a lot of questions of why don't we do this or why we do this and why don't we do this and why don't we do, and one of them was, well, if Yah says work hard 6 days and on the seventh day make that a holy day, then why are we going to church on Sunday? That's the first day. So anyway, my life began to change and Yah began to put different things, uh, knowledge before me, because if you ask Him for knowledge, He'll give you wisdom and He'll give you knowledge. Okay.
Yes.
And He said, my people perish because of a lack of it. And so I began to ask and cry out. He began to help me. But anyway, since I started coming into this knowledge and stopped worshiping all those pagan holidays and stuff, well, the family feels like I've gone off the deep end. That child is nuts. Her headband is wrapped. Yeah, relatives. Her headband just a little too tight because that girl done lost. She done lost it. Okay, and my thing is, I've lost it because I'm trying to do the word. I'm trying to do it like I've been reading. I didn't understand how you came up with some different stuff. So I'm not sure which one of us lost it. But if it's me, okay, let me just leave me out there on the deep end and just leave me where I am because it makes sense in my life. It fits, it answers all the questions that I have ever asked about where's our history, why the world hate us, where's our culture, who am I, why does everything always just start with slavery? Okay, well, last week I gave you a shout out on the little channel that I do called People Who Can Help You Get Your Life. I gave you a shout out where you could go to start getting that information. It was the same place y'all led me. But anyway, one of these relatives went on my daughter's page. Now, my daughter was trying to give me a shout out. She was trying to do something and bring an awareness to my YouTube channel and what I was trying to help my people, understand who they were and why the rest of the world hated us so. And so she was trying to give me a shout out on that page. Well, this sister took it and put it on her YouTube page to try to tear me down and make me look bad and make me look crazy because my daughter had said something like, you guys need to check out my mom's page, my mom's YouTube channel. She calls herself Mama Sia, and she's trying to teach us who we are, who Yah really is. And she had said something to the effect, and that Jesus is alive. Well, the way that it was worded, I knew what she meant. My friend knew what she was trying to say, but because of the wording, now this particular relative was going to try to use that against me to make it seem like I had a problem with Yah's son and that I was calling Yah's son a liar. See, the girl is crazy. She talking about Jesus is a lie. See, and nothing could be further from the truth. And it really, really hurt me because I love Yah and I love his son Yeshua and I love the Ruach HaKodesh. And I'm so grateful to Yeshua HaMashiach for what he did for me when he gave his life to redeem me. So for you to try to make it seem like I was calling him a lie was really hurtful, but that's okay because see, that's why I love Yah so much because when we misuse, when we're trying to get something out and it doesn't come out right, Yah knows our heart. He knows what we meant. And he knew what my daughter meant. He did. And he knows how much I love him and his son because he said, if you love me, you'll keep my commandments. And I have tried to, I've changed my whole life around in order to try to keep those commandments, to show my love for him, my gratefulness to him. And so when she was saying that Jesus was a lie, what she was trying to say is that the person that the world calls Jesus is a lie, not God's son himself was a lie. And so I went on, I had done some research a while back about this guy named Cesare Borgia. And that brother that I told you about, the watchman, he turned me on. He enlightened me. And I'm going to try to enlighten you today so that what she tried to do, what she tried to use against me, it won't prosper. Yah has already promised me that. But let me try to explain to you what it was my daughter was actually saying, why that relative was trying to use it to discredit me, to make me look bad, to make me look crazy. See, that's what I say about fooling with relatives. But then you call yourself a Christian, which is what you should call yourself, because you act just like that instead of a believer. You know, you supposed to love Yah, but you got so much malice in your heart for me. You try to make me look bad, your own sister, and you try to make me look bad. Okay, I want you to see this picture. This picture look familiar to y'all? Huh? Yeah, just familiar. Is this the picture that you've seen in every church, even in the black church? And talking about this Jesus. Well, this is what my daughter was trying to say was a lie. Let me read this to you. And you can go do your own research. You ain't got to take my word for it. Look his name up. Let me read this to you. Stop, he says at the top, stop worshiping my portrait. My name was Cesare Borgia. I was the son of Pope Alexander the Sixth. They have, see on some of these pictures they say it's the sixth, and on others they say it's the fourth. Okay, because you know in the Roman numerals, when you put it behind, that means six. You add. When you put it in front, that means subtract. So here it's in front. So he's saying the fourth, but I have other ones where it's that Roman numeral is behind that V, saying the sixth. So do your own research. That's a non-issue where that Roman numeral was. Uh, Nevertheless, he was one of them Pope's sons. Okay, I was the son of Pope Alexander, the fourth or the sixth. I'm gonna show you other pictures, and you'll see where it says that. Who forced my image on the church? My father, his real name was Rodrigo Borgia. He was a gangster, a warmongering, greedy, orgy-loving dictator who began using my portrait in 1490 to claim he was God. Read it for yourself. I didn't make this up. You can go online, look that man's name up. Cesare, Cesare, Borgia, Borgia. Type it into YouTube. Ask Google who he is. And this picture is going to come up. Is not this the picture that they put in the churches to say that this is the picture of Jesus? This is not a picture of Jesus. This is a lie right here. This picture, that's not Jesus. That's the lie that she was trying to say. She wasn't trying to say Yeshua is a lie. She's trying to say the man perpetrating a fraud on the false image that you have up in most of your churches is a lie. So, sister dear, I hope that clears it up. Okay? Because see, when I came to you guys with this new revelation, I came because I loved you dearly. And I still do love you. I just ain't fooling with you because you don't seem to have any love for me. But I love you so much that I wanted you to have this new wisdom, this revelation. I didn't want any of my sisters to be left behind. I didn't want any of my sisters to be deceived. The thought of them being left behind after doing all that they had done for God, that would be terrible. And so I brought this to you, trying to get you to see what I was seeing, what I was learning. And instead of you saying, okay, my sister, why don't you celebrate the pagan holiday? Where are you getting all this new revelation from? Instead of asking me about it, you just try to stone me and condemn me and make me look stupid and foolish. But that's okay, because if y'all be for me, who could be against me? Not even you. But I had love in my heart when I was trying to turn you on. And you just had malice in your heart for me by trying to put that on your Facebook page to discredit me. Why would you want to do that? I've done nothing but try to love you and lift you up and encourage you and be there for you. And you try to tear me down? You know, if you should was one gonna put anything on your Facebook page, you could have put thank you, my sister, for the gift that you sent me for my birthday in April. I didn't get a thank you. Not that I needed one. I'm just saying. Why couldn't you put that on your Facebook page? But no, you're gonna try to put something on your Facebook page that make me look crazy and try to use my daughter to help make me look crazy, to make us both look crazy. I think it's you that's looking pretty crazy right about now because that's what she was trying to say. I have another one because I pray, and you can go look online for yourself, dear sister. You don't have to take my word for anything. You're being deceived, and I was trying to enlighten your silly behind. But it's all good. It's all good. I'm gonna be like Abram, and I'm gonna let you have that, and I'm gonna continue to love you. I ain't gonna fool with you, but I'm gonna continue to, cause see, that's what y'all been giving me my whole life, and I've had enough. That's why I have just cut off all contact because I'm tired of you guys trying to dog me out and hurt me and make me look bad, make me look crazy, when all I ever had in my heart for you guys was love. I just wanted your love. I was the baby sister out of six. And because our mom had transitioned and she made a transition when I was 17 years old, 30 days before I started my senior year in high school. And I just wanted y'all's love. I just wanted y'all's approval. You all were the closest thing that I had to a mom. And I just wanted you to love me. I just wanted you to accept me. I thought you guys were just great, just awesome. I looked up to all of you. I admired all of you. And I so desperately needed your love and your affection and your acceptance. Let's be clear. I don't anymore. Let's just be clear. That's why I changed my phone number, and that's why I've avoided any contact with you because two can't walk together unless they agree. And we don't agree because, see, I have love in my heart for you, and you got malice in your heart for me. And I don't have to deal with that. Like Yeshua said, my brother and my sister are those who's about my Father's business. And every time I talk with you, I'm on the phone, I'm crying because you've made me feel bad, you make me feel stupid, and you just could never love me and accept me. Even if I was different, why couldn't you love me for my different? I loved you. Why you still saying me, Jesus? I didn't let that stop me from loving you, those differences. Why you still celebrating Christmas and Thanksgiving? Talking about we thankful to God. Well, if you thankful to God, then do what he told you to do. Celebrate the ones he told you to celebrate. That's how you show your thanks. You don't say we're gonna take this world stuff and put a God sticker on it. Really? That's how you feel? Okay, not. I'm good with that. Anyway, here's another one. It says Christ becomes a European in 1503. This is Christ, 792 AD. This is more what he would look like, according to the description that's in that Bible that you read. Skin of copper? Do you know what copper is? Look in this drawer. There's a copper penny somewhere up in here. He said he had skin of copper and hair of lamb's wool. Lamb's wool kind of look like these bangs right here. Bad. Okay, I just thought I'd throw that in. Anyway, lambs look like them. Lamb's wool ain't silky and straight and blonde. He said he had eyes of fire, not blue. He said lamb's wool, not blonde and flowing, which is what he is. He said his eyes was fire, not blue. So this is not biblically correct. Why he up in your church? But I'm off the deep end. I'm the crazy one. Put this on Facebook. I dare you. Here's a copper penny. Can you see it? Is that white? Or does that kind of look like me? Kind of look like my color, don't it? This is white. You tell me. Which one was it? Was he this? Or was he this? This man is telling you who he is. He said, I'm Cesare Borgia. And my daddy just used my picture to put up in the churches and say that I was Jesus to fool you, to trick you, to deceive you. So now he becomes a European in 1503. Really? Wow. Look at these for yourself. Now, no one has a picture of Yeshua, but according to the Bible's description, he's probably going to look like that. This is not the description. This man is telling you who he is. Look him up. Type it in. Type in on Google. Type in on YouTube. Cesare Borgia. Is that not who you got up in your church or somebody? Jesus? That's what she was saying was a lie. That. Okay? Stop playing with me. Let's do a little comparison here. Like I said, no one has a picture of Yeshua. But if they did, he's more apt to look like one of these than he is that. This man says, my name is Cesare Borgia. Here he says, stop worshiping my portrait. I'm not who you think I am. I've been lying to you. My dad did this to deceive the rest of you into thinking that this was Jesus, so that you would think that the Europeans were made in the image. Okay? I say that bottom one would be more accurate to the description. Look at them eyes of fire. Look at that skin of copper. They look just like that penny. And boy, that hair sure is lamb's wool. This one says, I'm going to fold it because I got some stuff rolled down there on the bottom that ain't got nothing to do with you. Okay? Look at this one. Okay, you go on the internet and get them too. I'm not making this stuff up. Look familiar? I know you do. Let me read it to you. Cesare Borgia was son of Pope Alexander VI. See the Roman numerals in a different place on here? Cesare was the Duke of Valentinois. When he died, his image was forced upon Catholic churches as the false image of Christ. I did not write this stuff. I did not make this stuff up. But this who you got in your church. I've seen it myself. Him, right here. Come on, that's Jesus. Well, that's what my daughter was trying to say. That this picture, this idolatrous image is a lie. That's Jesus is not even his name. There were no J's in the Hebrew language back then. His name is Yeshua HaMashiach. So why are you trying to make me look stupid? I think you've done a pretty good job of making yourself look pretty stupid. Look it up yourself. Don't take my word for it. This is Mama Sia.
And Papa Sia.
With Get Your Life lesson. Shalom.
Shalom.
My relative, Lyfe Jr.